in a rain. Its never-ending pouring washes away everything that you were, trapped inside an empty shell. A body yours no longer, trapped inside a memory of a life that was out in the rain. Stronger now, stronger than all of the pain. Broken but beautiful. All this time you are invincible. Master the pain. The cradle of your story changed by disdain. Starting life once more, pushed into recovery. The choice no longer yours, pushed to self-discovery. Heal your heart out in the rain. Stronger now, stronger than all of the pain. Broken but beautiful, your devil's bane is yours too, and now all this time you are invincible. You are much stronger. You are much stronger. All this time you are invincible. Out in the rain. Stronger now, stronger than all of the pain. Broken but beautiful, back on the shore. Stronger now, stronger than ever before. Broken but beautiful. All this time you are invincible. All this time you are invincible.
Hey everybody, welcome to this special episode of the HaM show, HaM Welcomes, and it is Women's History Month, So, a very happy Women's History Month to all of you. And I am doing special episodes all month long on Saturday. Today, I have a fantastic guest. Of course, we just heard her cover of Invincible just now. I will bring her up before we get into saying hello to everybody that's here. Thank you all for being here, though. Um, Everybody of the community knows her. Amazing voice, magical voice, such a sweet and fantastic person as well. And here we go to the intro. Welcome, Lady Campion.
Thank you.
Great to see you. I started doing these this year, and you will be the first woman artist that I've had on the show. I've only done 2 of these. David Rosen, who does most of my intro songs, he was one of them. Lennox, the band, was one of them, and I really enjoy these. It really gets people a chance to see, the creative process behind the artists and gets to know them a little bit better. So super excited you're here.
I'm honored to be here.
Awesome. Very, very cool. So we do have a lot of people here. So want to say hello and shout out everybody. If you see anybody in chat, you can help me shout them out as well. So I see Son of Snake. Always great to see you, Chris. And Ryan Hall, great to see you.
Good to see Mr. Smith and Indy.
Yes, Indy. Pookie Ann, always great to have Pookie Ann. Ozark Drifter. Allie Gratilia. I always say that name wrong.
Just say Allie.
Yeah,
so
I
much
know.
Easier.
I know. Allie. And I know Conspiracy Music and Scars and Shadows.
Leanie.
Hello, Leanie.
Justine.
And Justine.
Tony Howie. Oh, Justine
Michael
and
Songs.
Kurt. There we go.
Yep, Kurt. Good to see you. And Mateus. Hey, Mateus. Oh. Great to see you.
Or we can call her Al.
Oh, Al? Okay.
No, it's song reference.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Remember that song? I had the 45, and me and my cousin, we were kind of obsessed with that song because of the silliness of it.
Did you see the clip? There was a clip of him singing that on Sesame Street, and this little girl just took over and sang it instead. It was so cute.
Oh, that's awesome. Pindar, great to see you, Pindar. Of course, Pindar is back streaming today, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will be done by then. Let's see. And I gifted some people some memberships. Some people picked those up. But Ren, good to see you, Ren. And Not Crazy by Crazy Lady, great to see you.
I'm never sure what to call her because there's a crazy in both words, and I don't want to call somebody crazy.
See, and that shows that shows just how you are and how sweet and kind you are. Which to me, you help radiate joy whenever your presence and especially when you sing. It's just such a joy. You are a ray of sunshine to the community. You really
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and Leela, great to see you, Leela.
Leela.
All right.
And Pendar. Did we say Pendar?
Yep. Said okay. Pendar. Yep.
I don't know.
So
just seeing people go by.
I know. It can definitely, especially when I have a guest on, it always gets so hard to kind of keep up with chat, and I end up ignoring the chat most of the time. So I do like to.
I'm always really bad at it, so I'm not going to be a whole lot of help.
Yeah. And there's Slobberjaw. Great to see you, Slobberjaw. So why don't we start off with you were gonna sing a song or two today. Did you want to start us off with a song? Because I know everybody
Sure.
would love to hear you sing live.
Sure.
Okay.
I will.
Now, if you don't
Uh,
want me to leave the screen, I'll just make myself small.
when I'm singing, it doesn't bother me. When I'm
Okay.
talking,
Okay.
it does.
Okay. Gotcha.
So either way is fine.
Okay. Very cool. And if
Um,
anybody has any questions for Lady Campion as the show goes on, feel free to type them in the chat. I maybe put them in all caps so I do notice them. And yeah, we'll try to get to that.
okay.
And got all sorts of great songs to get to, way more than we're going to actually get to in the time of this show, especially since she's able to sing today. But
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
might
a
end up with
great
a
show.
totally different set of songs this way. But I'm still trying to follow your theme and sing songs that were sung by women.
Yeah, so we are focusing on women artists today. Of course, the opening song from Floor Jansen of Nightwish, fantastic song, and it was just a
Hmm.
beautiful message. I think just about anybody can connect to that song. The meaning behind it, basically. Whatever trouble you've gone through, just kind of moving on and being strong enough to pick up the pieces. And what I did find interesting though about that song was that Floor did write it about PTSD, and evidently 1 in 13 people are affected by PTSD, and if you are a woman, it is twice as likely to develop. And man, that's something I did not know before reading that, and that just seems
Yeah, that
crazy to me.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But I'm a woman, so I one of those things I've probably talked about with more people. Um, so
So are you on the fence with a couple of songs?
I'm
Need
trying
any
to
help
decide.
deciding?
I'm trying to decide whether to be ambitious first or unambitious
Nah,
first.
you can just start off slow and easy.
Well, um, well,
And
I
it, and the thing
yeah,
is with you, it doesn't matter what you sing. It it sounds amazing, and it sounds way more difficult than it usually is anyway, because you just
well,
are
right
able to.
now, so many things are more difficult than they were before, so I never know till I start.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
it is afternoon and it's not night, so therefore I'm inclined to try other things than
Gotcha.
I usually sing.
I gotcha.
So, um, I'm gonna try one it is on my page and people have probably heard it, but I haven't tried it live and I probably haven't sung it in, I don't know, 10 years or
Mm,
something. So, first though, I'm going to use my straw.
gotcha.
So,
And I'm gonna make sure to say hello to Tabitha Rains.
and Maria.
Yeah, and Tabitha right out the gate complimenting you about your wonderful voice.
Her song that I heard last night was fantastic.
Oh yeah, she is so great. And Maria, yeah, Maria's going to be on the block party this month. So is Tabitha. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I get a phone directory or a thesaurus. I'm so tempted to I'm so tempted to do that as many times as people say she could sing the phone directory or some anyway, I'm so tempted to do it. But
That that
there
that
aren't
would be
phone books
amazing.
anymore. There are thesauruses. Right?
I'm sure you could find a phone book though.
I could
You
find
go
an
to a
old phone book.
library.
Yeah. But right now, I'm not going to do that. Okay.
Good to see you, Zach Tong and Steve-O.
I am all set anytime
Okay.
you want
Yep.
me
You're good. Go
to.
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Maria, see the
Oh.
terms and conditions of the apps.
Oh, yeah, that would be exciting. I don't
All
think
right.
any of us want reminded of that so much.
All right, I'll mute up.
Okay. Ooh, Daddy played piano, played it very well. Music from those hands could catch you like a spell. He could make you love him, for the tune was done. You have your daddy's hands. You are your daddy's son. Daddy never knew that you were on your way. He had other ladies and other tunes to play. When he up and left me, I just up and run. Only thing in my head, you were your daddy's son. Couldn't hear no music, couldn't see no light. Mama, she was frightened, crazy from the fright. Tears without no comfort, screams without no sound. Only darkness and pain, the anger and pain, the blood and the pain. I buried my heart in the ground, in the ground. When I buried you in the ground. Daddy played piano, bet he's playing still. Mama can't forget him, don't suppose I will. God wants no excuses, I have only one. You had your daddy's hands. Forgive me, you were your daddy's son.
Wow. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was really, really beautiful. And one of the things about your voice is that it totally makes sense because you grew up on musicals and show tunes, and that was from the musical Ragtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're just so like take me away into a movie. You're such a like it's cinematic in that way of putting me into a musical. Um,
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
I think maybe it's because I grew up on musicals and songs having stories
Right.
that even even though, as I've said, I don't pay attention to lyrics in songs a lot of the time when I'm listening.
Hmm.
When I'm singing, it just sort of it my brain just sort of immediately goes into storytelling mode,
Hmm.
even if I haven't heard the words before.
Mm.
It's just second nature.
And I know you don't necessarily like it when people say, "Oh, like a Disney song. Oh, like a Disney princess or whatever," which did come up in the
Uh,
chat.
yes.
But it's part of that whole thing of it being musical and being just so like magical inside the story of it, the way you sing. Um, so it's totally a huge compliment. But
I know.
I
I know.
know,
And I do sing Disney songs. It's not like I
right,
haven't. It's not like I grew up on Disney.
right.
It's just usually I'm disappointed when I go back and listen to the Disney songs that I liked when I was little. Like they don't
Oh,
sound as good as I hear them in my head.
right. I think that's with a lot of music anyway, and with movies as well. Sometimes
Hmm.
the idea in our head is way better than actually revisiting it.
Right.
But while that was brought up as far as Disney, I mean, you kind of burned yourself out on Disney because did you didn't
It's
you
not that I've
perform?
no, it's not that that I've burned myself out on
Okay,
it. It's just that it just feels like it's pigeonholing me
gotcha.
into a Disney movie when
I gotcha.
I keep singing all these other genres and everything I sing it's still I don't know. People say
Yeah,
it comes out Disney and I don't
yeah,
mean it to.
yeah. And I think it's just a point of reference for most people. You know, since the whole Disney musical thing blew up. I mean, you know, as far as when I was a kid, you know, Snow White was the big one, which was many years old. But then, of course, after that, there have been so many huge Disney movies, and now
Right.
kids, you know, they really grow up on Disney. So there's just
Right.
so much
And
saturation.
and if you don't grow up on musicals, then that is your
Yeah, exactly.
association as a musical.
Yeah,
That might be your exception to what you watch.
right.
If you don't watch musicals, you
Yeah,
might still end up watching a Disney movie.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Speaking of musicals, though, I know that uh, you were big on Danny
Danny
Kaye.
Kaye. Yeah.
Yes, Danny Kaye. And I actually, because I was doing this, I was like, you know what? I don't think I've watched too many Danny Kaye movies.
Uh,
I put on one, and it wasn't a musical, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to finish this one. I will later. The Walter, the many
it's a
lives of
musical.
Walter.
I mean, there are music. It's a great movie, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
is some
It's a
music in
lot of
it.
fun, but maybe I didn't get deep enough into it
There's
for
not a
the
lot of
musical numbers.
music in that one,
Yeah,
but there is some. I mean,
yeah,
there's a pretty famous one where he acts as a professor and all these different parts. So I
gotcha. So I did watch The Court Jester,
ah
and and so much like a light bulb in my head as far as like the the like fun and sassiness that I sometimes see in some of your songs,
yeah.
and you know the just the humor, and then also the you know the playfulness in the singing, and also like kind of disconnecting from the Disney and having that perspective. It really clicked with me in watching the
Right.
Court Jester.
Yeah,
So
that was one that we didn't have on videotape, and it's sort of like, and the library didn't have that one because most of the time we got movies from the library,
right,
and but if it was like it was a reward that we would get to check out the court jester.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I can. So for instance, I can sing. When I was a lad, I was gloomy and sad as I was from the day I was born. When other babes giggled and gurgled and wiggled, I proudly was longing forlorn. My friends and my family looked at me, clammily thought there was something amiss. When others found various antics hilarious, all I could manage was this. Anyway, I could keep going, and I'm not going to.
Amazing, amazing. Like,
So yeah.
like for me, musicals were kind of the rarity. Of course, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. My dad absolutely loved Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, so that was a really big one. Of course, Mary Poppins. But yeah, there aren't like live action musicals that much these days, except for like the Mary Poppins sequel. So
Right.
there is kind of a disconnect as far as like show tunes and musicals in the modern age, outside of Disney stuff, which even Mary
Right.
Poppins is.
Right.
So,
I mean, and well, even Broadway's gone. It's more in a pop direction,
right,
and Hamilton and stuff like that. It's sort of the genres are different.
right, yeah. So, all right. Well, do we want to get into some of the videos? Because I definitely had you pick some, and
And I don't remember what I picked.
that's okay. I've got them all here, and I'll bring one up because I'm just like, yeah, this one's just wow. And it's one of those that really just kind of transcends anything to do with genre. It doesn't matter what kind of music you like. You hear this and you're just like, okay, this is amazing. And it's the Lost in no, not that one. I'm sorry. I'm jumping out of order here. Once Upon a Time in the West. That's the one.
Yes.
So magical, just like so majestic.
Yes, I love that one. That was when I mean, I love the piece so much, and I don't know, just singing it once, it didn't sound as good to me as the original, so that's why I added a few more parts. It's still, to me, doesn't add up to the original, but it was the best I could do.
Well, it is absolutely amazing. Just like I said, it doesn't matter. That's so true with a lot of what you sing. It doesn't matter what the genre is. It's just like kind of wow. You get lost in it. So we are going to go to that one right now.
Okay.
Once Upon a Time in the West theme. So good. Wait. Okay, I don't know what happened there.
Okay. Try that again.
What in the world? I've been having issues. I've gone through several mics, and why is that not playing?
Would it make a difference if I played it? Or not? I don't have a clue.
Okay, just give me a second.
Okay.
Let me see. Everybody talk amongst yourself. Let me see what's going on here. Because that should have been.
Yeah, it's just not the same without any sound.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't have the same impact for some reason. I don't know.
At first I was like, okay, maybe the music doesn't start right away, and then I'm like, wait a second.
Steve wants to know: did you click the share audio button when you?
No, it's not. It's not through that way. It's done differently.
Oh, okay.
I may have to do it that way though, because why? Because what I do is I actually upload them into StreamYard. That way the sound is usually so much better. Not that time. Okay, hang on. Let's uploading now, and we'll see if I still have this issue.
Okay.
And what's funny is that this one does start off with no sound. So again, at first I was like, okay, yeah.
Not that much.
No,
sound.
not that long. Because then I was like, maybe I just don't hear it.
That's what I was thinking too, because I have been on a stream when we couldn't hear and everybody else could.
Yeah. So, one thing I did notice, it's supposed to automatically mute me up too, and it didn't mute me up. So that was so weird. Processing. We'll get there. I promise.
See you later, Tabitha.
This is obviously going to be an interesting show. So here, let's give it a try. so beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
so amazing. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
Michael Songs, who known for his O's in so many of his songs, says you're the best in the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of known for those too, though, because I throw them in everything that has instrumental parts.
right, yeah, so good. Just like very majestic. Uh, no words to describe it, and I mean basically everybody in the chat too. Incredible,
It's a
absolutely
beautiful piece.
beautiful. Yeah, speechless.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um. So I did want to talk about um, influences, specifically women influences, artists that have inspired you or ones that
Which you know
you
I'm so good
love.
at.
Well, here's the thing. Last year, when I did my first HaM women's artist show, I
Yes.
asked you, and at first you were like, "Oh, I don't know." Eventually, you gave me a list of names, and I'll pull them up
Right.
here.
Yeah,
So
but then the other day
here's
I
who.
gave you a whole bunch more.
Yep, and we're gonna go through them all. So
All of them?
yes,
No, it's pretty much just everybody I could think of that I've either sung or listened to.
and just an amazing list, though. I mean, Karen Carpenter, Son of Snake, huge fan of Karen Carpenter. So many people. Eva Cassidy, she's not somebody I'm real familiar with, but I know basically through you.
She was amazing.
Um, and uh, Rachel
Rochelle
Farrell.
Farrell. Yeah.
Rochelle, I'm not familiar with her. Um, what sort of
As far as I know, I mean, I've heard her sing jazz. Her range is just
gotcha?
unbelievable.
And Kathleen Battle's another one I'm not familiar with.
That would be
Um,
opera.
opera, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Ella Fitzgerald. I think everybody knows Ella, and yes,
Mm-hmm.
she is absolutely amazing. Regina Spektor too. Love, love, love Regina Spektor. And Tori Amos, and you recently had the Tori Amos song that Mr. Smith played too.
Mm-hmm.
Was absolutely fantastic. Of course, Christine McVie, Fleetwood Mac, and Kovacs is the most recent artist that you
Mm-hmm.
have taken attention to. And Kovacs is one that I didn't know until you had mentioned that last year, and started listening. Man, she is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, if her songs weren't so low, I would love to sing some of those because they're fun.
Yeah, she is. She's got a lot of spirit and just love everything that she does. She is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I really like, though, talking to people about their influences and inspirations, because it always, it just opens that conversation of sharing artists that maybe are not on the radar of other people. Like some of these others I haven't gone back and checked on yet. And I don't know if the opera is going to be my thing, but I definitely do
Well, you
like
liked
to.
Once Upon a Time on the West,
Yeah, yeah,
so
that's
some
true.
of it you might like.
Yeah. So then I said, "Hey, these are the ones you told me last year." Oh, I opened the floodgate this time.
Yes, you really did. Like, really? You want me to tell you
Uh,
every female artist?
so of course you did say, family and friends and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I think you know,
Yeah, that's probably the most influence
yeah,
was
uh,
from that, well, and from the old movies
right.
and stuff like that.
And so speaking of old movies, show tunes and such,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Julie Andrews. Now, I'll admit the rest on this list, I'm not
Well,
familiar
the
with.
second two are not from old movies. They're from
Okay,
newer musicals and such. Kathleen
gotcha,
Grayson, she was she was in musicals, sort of a pseudo-operatic style to
gotcha,
her singing, and Betty Hutton was, I mean, if there were a female Danny Kaye, she was it.
gotcha.
She just, well, she's the one who did I haven't actually heard Bjork's version of It's Oh So Quiet, but it's the same arrangement as Betty Hutton's. And,
Oh, okay, okay. Yo, Bjork does an amazing job with that song. I love
well,
that song.
I bet you anything it's imitating Betty Hutton, but I
I,
don't
I'll
know.
have to go back and check that one out.
But yeah, she sang some crazy songs.
Yeah. And I know you've mentioned
Chenoweth.
Chenoweth
Yeah.
and Elder before,
Yeah.
and are they show tunes?
Yeah, they're show tunes. I mean, well,
Gotcha,
like the Charlie Brown song that you like that I sing,
gotcha,
that was written for Kristen Chenoweth to be
gotcha.
it was added to You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown when they turned it into a Broadway musical because it
Oh,
wasn't in
okay,
the movie.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then even more.
But like I said,
So,
you-
and a couple of these, like Amy Grant, of course, I love Amy Grant as well. And I was going to ask you if you ever listened to Rebecca St. James
oh
or
yeah, I
Plum. Those
I
are two
did
of my
have
favorite.
those too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
Um,
I forgot about those. There are just so many.
which was funny because I,
Mhm.
I, I, I saw this list and Amy Grant. And instantly, when you mentioned Amy Grant, I was like, oh, I forgot about Rebecca St. James, and I was actually listening to her and Plum today. That's again, that's what I love about talking about favorites and influences and such. But Twyla and Susan Aston, they were also other Christian artists as
Mhm.
well, right?
Yes.
And then Rosemary Clooney, I'm bad because I know that's a name that I should know that I've heard a million
Have
times,
you
but I
seen White Christmas?
White Christmas. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
she was the singer. I mean,
gotcha,
Vera Ellen didn't sing; she was dubbed. So she was the dancer, and Rosemary Clooney was the singer. So
gotcha,
she was Bing Crosby's love and interest in the movie.
right, gotcha,
Love, you didn't do right by me. That's Rosemary Clooney.
nice. And then K Star,
Uh, and old 40s and 50s
I gotcha.
music. I don't know many of her songs, but one of them I use as my alarm clock on my
And
phone.
Andrew Sisters, which is funny because I was listening to the song you had sent me, and I picked up on the Andrew Sisters influence before I even read them. The
Right.
harmonies that you do on some certain
It is,
songs,
yeah.
yeah,
I tried once to sing oh, what was it? It was some Beatles song. And it wound up just sounding like the Andrews Sisters, and I thought this is just silly, and I just scrapped it. I don't remember what it was.
oh man. And Barbara Streisand, of course,
Yeah,
and
and that mostly from the movie What's Up Doc.
gotcha.
Um,
Then and
and
that's
because some of her songs are just they fit easily for me. But I didn't really listen to her music much. But I did watch What's Up Doc a lot.
well, Barbara Streisand was a big one growing up. That was one of my dad's favorites. And yes, What's Up Doc? That was definitely a movie that I probably saw a jillion times as a kid because my dad was a huge fan of it.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, Shirley Bassey
Hmm.
and the Sarahs,
Yeah, I just
all
figured,
three of
oh,
them.
let's just list Sarah's. What can I say? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's not
No,
like I said, it's not like any of them are huge influences. It's
no,
just
no.
they're just influences all over the place.
Yeah. No, Sarah McLachlan, though. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Sarah Brightman as well. And
Hmm.
Sarah Bareilles. Yeah, all fantastic. Definitely. And there's more. Now, I
Oh,
wasn't
you looked
familiar
up
with,
her name.
yeah, I wasn't familiar
Thanks.
with Eddie from Ohio, which I'm
Uh,
definitely going to listen to. But yeah, Julie Murphy Wells.
mm,
And of course, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was one too that when listening through the stuff you had sent me, I was like, I hear Mariah Carey in this, and then of course you got her in there. Diana, most of these I actually know. I think
yay.
everybody does. Judy Garland, Madeline Kahn. That was interesting to see on here.
Oh,
Linda
well, she
Ronstadt.
was also in What's Up, Doc. So
You know,
that was her first role.
I don't remember
She was
that.
so funny.
I know that she's another one that was a favorite of my dad, so not surprised to hear that. I just haven't seen that movie in so long. Linda Ronstadt, so great. Wasn't familiar with the Manhattan Transfer. I looked them up though, and I definitely see the influence there.
Yeah, that one's definitely influential because
Yeah,
my parents listened to that all the time. So car trips usually included Manhattan Transfer.
nice.
Yeah.
Um, have you listened to any of the postmodern jukebox stuff?
Some people have played it for me. I haven't looked into it a lot.
Yeah.
It, but yeah, that's
Yeah, it's fantastic. It seems like it would be
definitely
something.
some of the same influences.
Yeah,
Certainly.
exactly. It's just taking, modern songs and then giving
Mm-hmm.
them that treatment. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Um, now, why don't I go to you can start thinking about your next song if you do want to sing another one.
Yeah.
But since we were talking about the Andrews sisters, and again, I so got the influence before even knowing they were an influence with this song, which I had no idea what beer barrel polka was. And fantastic. I love the again the fun and silliness that you will do with songs, and again that ties back to the whole, I guess, musical influence that you have. But
Right.
yeah, this is so great, and hopefully the sound works um,
We'll
without
we'll
any
find out.
issues. So here we go with the beer barrel polka.
There's a garden, what a garden, only happy faces bloom there, and there's never any room there for a worry or a gloom there. Oh, there's music and there's dancing and a lot of sweet romancing. When they play the polka, they all get in the swing. Every time they hear that oom-pa, everybody feels so tra-la-la. They want to throw their cares away. They all go la-dee-ah-dee-ay. When they hear a rumble on the floor, it's a big surprise they're waiting for. And all the couples form a ring. For miles around you hear them sing. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, torero, sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. When they hear a rumble on the floor, it's a big surprise they have waited for. And all the couples, they form a ring. For miles around, you hear them sing, dee-doo-dee-dee-dee-da-da-da-da. Roll it out, roll it out, roll out the barrel. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sing the song of good cheer, 'cause the whole gang is here. Roll it out, let's do the beer barrel polka.
So much fun. Yeah.
Yes.
What a joy.
Yeah.
What a joy.
Those are the Andrews sisters. Yeah, I guess I couldn't get I don't remember what that's from or if it's from anything. But I tried to find I don't know. I sang that, I don't know, at least 10 years ago. and tried to find a video that I could put with it, and
Right.
I'm trying to. Private Buckaroo, I think is the name of the movie that was from, which was kind of a forgettable movie. Not the film, the footage, I mean.
Right.
But the song that they're singing in the clip is "Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me," and that had a lot more. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a lot more in the
I
movie
was-
itself.
Yeah, I was looking at the song itself, which it's from a Czech musician,
Hmm.
composed in 1927. But yeah, super fun. They really don't make songs like that anymore. They don't.
Well, they try. Well, it's just. I mean, like Michael Bublé does some songs with somebody, but it's an imitation. It's the same arrangement as Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters usually, so it's not different. It's just, and really anything you do after that, it's going to be like,
Oh yeah.
like I said, half the things I do end up accidentally sounding like the Andrews Sisters when I don't mean them to.
Right. By the way, Sip is here. Good to see you, Sip.
Oh, hi, Sip.
Sip was the one that requested you to sing Invincible.
He didn't request that I sing it. He shared it with me.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to sing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was just sharing it with you, and then you just fell in love with it, and we're like, hey, I gotta, yeah. And let's talk about.
Well, I was just going to say, because we talked about Eddie from Ohio, I thought I would sing an Eddie from Ohio song. I think it'll work.
Okay.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, not familiar with Eddie from Ohio, but
Oh,
definitely will be listening.
but you'll like it. It's a fun song. I sang one of their other songs on somebody's live stream. I think it was Pendar and Mrs. High's stream,
Mhm.
and people really liked it.
Nice.
It's just not. Well, it's not like anything else I sing, for one thing. So, I can do that now, or I can do that.
Oh yeah,
But I just figured, because we were talking about both, and
yeah,
you didn't know who they were.
yeah. Let's go ahead and go to it.
Okay. Just say when.
Yep. You are good to go.
Okay. Then here I go. You've got exactly 60 seconds to tell me what you meant by that. 1 short minute to apologize. You've got exactly 60 seconds to tell me what you meant by that. I hear the murder rate is on the rise. I'm in love, but I do not speak the language. I'm in love, but I don't understand. I'm in love, and I do not speak the language, but I try to speak the language of this foreign land. Here I am, stupid American. Here I am. Here I am, stupid American. Here I am. You've got exactly 60 seconds to take back that stupid question. A baguette doesn't come with a bag. You've got exactly 60 seconds to take back that stupid question. It's called a baguette. Don't you get it? Get it? I'm in love, but I do not speak the language. I'm in love, but I don't understand. I'm in love, and I do not speak the language. When I try to speak the language, it comes out sounding like, here I am, stupid American. Here I am. Here I am, stupid American. Here I am. His heart is Italy. His kiss is Paris. His body is Brazilian. My heart is, oh. exactly 60 seconds to kiss me like a European. 1 short minute to show me how. You've got exactly 60 seconds to love me like a spy. I've seen those foreign films. Do it now, I'm in love. With a man who says te amo, I'm in love. He calls me ma petite chouchou, I'm in love. And I try to speak the language, but I can't understand a single word he's saying. Here I am, stupid American, here I am. 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 Here I am, here I am.
That was fantastic. I have heard you sing that before, so now I know where that original is from.
Yes.
Something about the way you sing it reminds me of Alanis Morissette a little bit.
Right.
And
I guess I
I-
could have put that in the list. You know, I don't, like I said, there are too many people. How am I supposed to remember every
Yeah.
single female artist?
There's
whom I've
definitely
ever heard.
sometimes I think you could do any Alanis song because definitely Alanis quality with
I've
you
done
singing
some.
that one. Big Alanis fan. Good to see Jade Star here, and also the
Jade.
Velcro, and DJ Big Red has been here, and I didn't say hello. Kevin Godding Art, HaM's. I'm sure there's some others that I missed along the way. Chris Lane Sr., Joe Norman. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming by.
I have done Uninvited, Pendar.
Yeah, it seems like I've heard you sing that one.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think I've sung it
Maybe I just
anytime.
because I can
I've
just
not sung it in any recent years. It's
No.
been at least 10 years, probably.
I think I can just hear it in my head because I love that song. That's one of my favorites of hers. Yeah, Uninvited is so good. Yeah. Oh, what I was gonna bring up was you'd mentioned that the song was shared with you, and then you decided you wanted to cover it. Now,
Hmm.
I like to suggest things to people. And,
Do you really?
and sometimes I know that you're like, yeah, I don't know about this, and I like that though, that it definitely has to connect with you, and it has to be something that you can see yourself singing before you can actually perform it. I think there's a like an honesty to you as a performer, and I really appreciate that. What is it that helps you I guess connect to a song, or what is it
I
that
don't know.
makes you
It's
say
sort of,
no?
well, I don't know if it's I don't, in a lot of ways, I'm very logical and like everything in life to be logical and overthink
Right.
everything. But there are certain things that I dress according to how I feel.
Right.
It's nothing to do with how it looks or the occasion. It's just this is what I feel like
Right.
wearing in the moment. So
Right.
songs, same thing. I have to feel like singing
Right.
this.
Right.
Of course,
Yeah.
now it's also, will my voice do this song right now?
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's always been no, I don't feel like that one. And then I get
Right.
tired of a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's some I don't get tired of, which is nice. But I'm happy when I come across one of those.
Right.
But no, I don't know. It's not, it's the whole song. It's not just these lyrics resonate with me. Sometimes it is that alone. Sometimes it's just the music. Oftentimes it's just the whole vibe of the song.
Right. Yeah. So, and I get that. I understand that, and I very much do appreciate that from you as an artist. And I'm also very thankful that you did do the Britney song that I kind of forced you into
Yeah.
doing a collab with Laurie Smishmash.
Yeah. Uh,
And amazing, wonderful version of that song. I get goosebumps from it. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm very, very much
I'm very
appreciative that
glad you
did.
liked it.
And everybody, she actually told me, I think it might have been the Floor Jansen song that you had to sing after that one because you're like, oh, I got to get that Britney song
Yep.
out of my system.
Yep. Yep. I sang the Floor Jansen one immediately after.
And of course I was like, oh, Billie Eilish. And you were like, yeah, no. And I'm like, this song, it's so pretty. No.
Yeah,
So
but the subject of it was not
yeah,
something that I couldn't sing that, I guess.
right. Yeah. No, and it's not just that though. It's not just lyrics and not just subjects. It's just all of it. It's just, and it may change, from time to time. So
Mhm.
I totally get that. I totally appreciate that. So that's, you know, um, and as far as collaborations, because I know you've kind of done some collabs where, well, you've done a couple of stealth collabs where you've, I guess,
Yeah.
you've connected with something like Blue Unicorn and
Right.
Valerie Bott,
Right.
and then you've kind of said, "Hey, I want to work with this," and kind of taken the initiative to toy
Well,
around.
basically,
with.
I just did it and then sent it to them.
Right.
Which is, I mean, because, yes, I started my YouTube channel, I don't know, 10 or 14 years ago or whatever it was.
Right.
Probably 14. But then I found an online karaoke site that was better suited because I was trying to get over my stage fright at the time.
Right.
Because I was terrified to sing in front of anybody, even my mother, because I hadn't sung in so many years. So
Right.
it helped me connect with people and sort of get used to, people like to listen to me sing. This is weird.
Right.
And try new things. And then part of that site was a lot of, you could join somebody else who'd done something.
Right.
So I very often surprised people with
Right. Yeah.
duets. It's just now I can do it. And like on Valerie's song, I can easily add a couple of parts and have it work.
And is it just that you connect with their performance or their song? And
Partly. I mean, a lot of her songs are just easy to sing harmony on, so they're fun. And
right.
I mentioned that I was singing harmony, and she said, "Oh, I'd love to sing or hear you sing harmony on this." So I took that as an okay.
Right.
Because I hadn't done that much on YouTube, and I didn't know if people would want me to, and
Right.
so I don't want to do something that somebody's not going to like, and then they're going to have to pretend to like. So
Oh, I don't think you've got to worry about that. I think pretty much anything you do that you're, putting yourself into really turns out fantastic, and they're gonna love it.
well, in Blue Unicorn, it was just, it was just for fun. I didn't expect him to
Right.
do anything with it. I just have sung the regular version of that
Right.
song multiple times, the harmony, and I liked the way he put it in a minor key, and it sounded different. And I thought, ooh, harmony
Right.
on this would be fun and different. So I had to try it. And then I just
Right.
sent it to him for fun. And he's the one who was like, I have to make a video now.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, and then he
Yeah, you.
made that fantastic video, and then turned it into like this Halloween kind of release. So very cool.
Yeah.
No, that's part of the fun thing about this community is all the creative people, all the talented people, and everybody, stepping out of their comfort and trying different things. I mean,
Right.
me just streaming, I'm doing that. Honestly, I'm pushing myself outside of my comfort zones.
Well,
So,
talking, that's a huge leap for me this year. Talking in front of people. I was not okay with that a year ago.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. I'm with
I'm
you.
not saying I'm great at it now, and I still can't do this and read the chat at the same time
Right.
with any predictability. But
Yeah.
I'm a lot more comfortable with the sound of my speaking voice, which is a first in my life.
Yeah.
And people in the community encouraged me to try writing songs, which I've always wanted to do, never had the nerve to do, and it's exciting.
Yeah.
So
No, that's great. That's great. Yeah. I'm the same way. I've never liked my voice speaking. I've always been very, I mean, honestly, like super, like painfully quiet and shy. And I've slowly over time pushed myself, and now finally being a part of YouTube and doing this, though, it really seems to help so much. It really does. So
hi, Outlander.
anybody out there that is like, oh, I can't sing, or my music is no good, or I
And I
don't
still do
like
that
to.
too much. It really,
But
because I can't read the chat during a stream a lot of the time, I look afterwards to what was said when I was singing, and I think, why? Why do I keep being so self-deprecating after the song? Why can't I just say thank you and move on?
yeah, I got you. I totally understand. Totally understand. Want to go to that awesome collab though that you did with Valerie, her song Colorado Moonshine, which was already fantastic, and then
Yeah.
you just helped elevate it so well.
Sip,
So good.
stay tuned.
So let's go to Colorado Moonshine now.
300 some odd days of sun, but I don't need a single one. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. I sleep all day and I'm up all night. Don't worry about me not feeling alright. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? From Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? You can climb a peak 2 miles tall. If I've seen one, I've seen them all. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Still that match to the flame turns blue, just like my daddy taught me to. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? From Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? Don't need nothing but a good home brew and a big full moon. I need you to love me, oh, to love me. 300 some odd days of sun, I don't need a single one. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. I sleep all day and I'm up all night. Don't worry about me none, I'm feeling alright. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? From Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? Baby, won't you be mine? Baby, won't you be mine? Baby, won't you be mine?
So fantastic.
Yeah, it's really hard to not sing harmony on that song. fact, I
Um,
kind of don't like listening to it with me because the harmony's already there.
that's one of the things. Sometimes I'll see you say that you're singing harmonies like during Valerie's stream. Uh, like that's just something that you will do
It's
automatically
just,
when.
oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I grew up in a family that sang
right,
harmony. So if if my mom started singing something, then my dad would join in and sing harmony. And when my sister and I were older, then yeah, we would all sing
right,
just for fun. Just,
yeah,
if I go see my sister now, she sings around the house all the time. So all I
right,
have to do is just join in, and harmony is just what you do.
right,
And we would go Christmas caroling every year, and that was part of it. Was it would always be in 4-part harmony with
right.
just a few of us. I was just spoiled.
And Valerie, she is so fantastic. She's talking about doing kind of this tour to go to different places across the country where some of us are located.
Right.
Be amazing if she came to somewhere close by you and you were actually able to, perform harmonies with her live. That would
That
be
would be
so
fun. Yeah.
fantastic. It really would. Um, of course, you and her did this stream, which hopefully we get more of. Uh, Talk a little bit about that, how that came about in the dark with
I don't
you and her.
know. I think it was just that so many times in her stream, I would say, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. And she would say, I don't either. And so she was jokingly talking about doing this stream together. And I wrote that I think it would be fun.
Right. Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. Any of you missed it, you got to go back and watch it. Talk about Ween and SpongeBob, and of course Weezer and Wheatus and all sorts of other things in between. But yeah, so, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Things I've never watched in my life before.
Yeah. So definitely a lot of fun. And there's Hugh Caldwell in the chat.
Hi,
Hello to
Hugh.
you. So many great people that you've already done collabs with. Hugh, of
Yeah.
course, being one of them.
Again, I would never have thought of singing White Rabbit if he hadn't suggested it. I just didn't
Right,
think that would be something that would work for me.
right,
So sometimes it's not a matter of feel. Sometimes it's that somebody suggests something and I think, huh,
right,
maybe it would work.
right. Yeah. And then like Michael Songs is another one. Amazing collab, one
Right.
of his originals.
Right. That
Was
one
that?
I asked him if I could sing
Oh,
that.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
kind of like I did with Dan. I asked
Dan.
him if I could sing that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's great that basically you're open to um, you know uh, being suggested, but it's not necessarily going to be something that you're going to agree to. And then also taking the initiative when you do, like something to either jump on it and go ahead and, start working on it, or, you know, uh, talk with them like Michael, and then also with Dan, which we are going to play that one because I'm so in love
Yeah.
with
Well,
that
that's
one.
the third thing I've done with him, and he is so sweet and so gracious. The first one of his, I just jumped on and sang with him like I did with Valerie and
Gotcha.
Blue. And then the second one, I actually asked him at Christmas time. We had some people in our Sunday school class who came and played a mountain dulcimer and sang these old Appalachian Christmas carols that
Right.
I've never heard before. And
Right.
since he sings all of these Appalachian folk songs, I wanted to know,
Right.
did he know any? He didn't, but he so wanted me to sing something that
Right.
he said, well, I can play you this, or this. And I can say, well, I really like O Come, Emmanuel, so
Right.
sure. So then we did that, and then I wanted to sing his original, so I
Right.
asked. And he sent me a guitar part the next day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So like with that and like the Michael songs, when those were just originals of theirs that you heard and were just like, oh yeah,
I just thought
just
I'd
really
like to
wanna
do
do it.
something with this. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Um, I'm not real sure. How do you say Dan's last name?
I don't know.
Oh,
I've not asked him.
okay. I just was like, I don't know if I say it right or not.
I'll have
Because
to ask him because I
it
don't know.
Dan Durgis or Dan Durge or
I mean, it's
I'm awful with names. I really am.
something like that.
Thank you, Development of a Boy, for becoming a new member. You rock, and thank you for being here. Oh, and the Falcrow gifted 5 memberships.
Aw.
And you are awesome. Love you, Falcrow. Kiara to you, and I'm going to be sending you an email about something that I've got coming up in the future. So we're going to go to that Lost in the Wilderness collab. Honestly, I'll say that, but then it'll change. Right now, it's one of my favorites of yours. It really is. It's just so good.
I appreciate that. I worked a lot harder on getting that one right than I do on a lot of my songs.
Well, it is so fantastic.
Well,
And
when
yeah,
it's somebody else's song, I feel like I have a responsibility to do my absolute best with this song
right.
because I know the person who wrote it and they've done
Right.
me the honor of letting me sing it. So I should do my best.
Right. Whereas, like, you're like, Barbara Streisand's never going to hear this.
Right. Who cares? So, no, just going to sing it once and see what happens. And
I got you. So yeah, no, and it's just like a absolutely beautiful like Appalachian ballad. It to me is very cinematic in a completely different way than most of your other songs. It definitely just that's the thing. All of your stuff, it takes me to where the story of the song is, and so good. So we will go to that. Again, this is Dan Durgis. I think that's how it's said, but I do apologize, Dan, if that's wrong. With LadyCampion, and this is amazing. Lost in the Wilderness.
Lost in the wilderness.
Yeah, so good. And Ozark agreed with me. Said one of his absolute favorites. One of the best you've done.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
so good. Yeah.
I like that one. You know,
And-
well, I took 2 months to get it where I wanted it.
right.
Like I said, I asked him if I could sing it. He sent me the guitar the next day, and then I took 2 months
Right.
to for it to sound like I wanted it to sound.
Yeah. It definitely shows. It's so well done. I mean, it's you know, I would say flawless, and I could totally just hear that on the soundtrack of a very like mountainy, woodsy kind of movie. Um, it just so good. Love it.
Thank you.
And good to see you, Camellia. Thank you for joining us. I don't know, you may have been here a little bit and I just didn't see you, but wanted to say hello.
Everybody's saying hi, so maybe she just got here. Hi, Camellia. I'm not going to try to say it like DOA.
Yeah, I don't try either. Yeah, DOA, that's totally for him. So,
I don't know, Act does it too now.
well, and actually, he's good with that. Like giving everybody kind of their own kind of hello. Yeah. And things like that are also part of what makes this community so fun, is that how not everybody's necessarily connected, but people go here, people go there, and there's lots of overlap, and there's kind of like inside jokes or just silly things that people do, greetings and things like that. And so just so much fun, like the whole DOA with Camellia. I mean,
Yeah, right.
I mean, that was like on the one stream where he was doing that, and then that's kind of picked up, and it's like as soon as you see her, that everybody thinks of that.
Yeah. Oh, did we say hi to Roque? Hi, Roque.
Oh, okay. See, I think you say it right. I just say Roque.
I try.
I'm horrible with names.
Not something
So I'm the kind of person though who's the worst of saying anybody's name in the past. So again, that's another thing that YouTube is helping.
Well, I started talking to him because I was going to post my version of Besame Mucho, and it'd been so long since I had sung it. I thought, I don't know how bad my pronunciation is because I don't speak Spanish. And I asked my sister, and she said it sounded fine, but I wanted a second opinion. So I asked him, and he said, I forget what he said, 99% perfect or something like that. So I thought, okay, I must be all right then.
And I tell you, I was impressed with that. Of course, I don't know Spanish, and just the fact that you can sing in German, you can sing in Spanish. Are there other languages that you've sang in? Like
I mean, quite a few in Italian. I'm
Italian.
afraid to sing in French. I mean, I just know I'll get it wrong. I promised Jean-Claude I would do it though, and I will. And I can, well, like if a song's really familiar, well, like the South Pacific, dites-moi pourquoi la vie est, or we had a CD when I was little that had a Christmas song. So, il est né le divin enfant, jouer au roi, résonner musette. But I cannot read it and sing something new.
Gotcha.
That's different. I wish I could sing The Girl from Ipanema in Portuguese. That would be fun. Uh-oh. Sip has a French song for me.
So it's not that you actually can speak German.
Well, I speak German a little more than
Okay.
others, not much.
Okay.
Oh, and I sang, I've got a short that's in Hebrew. Come to think of it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
nice. I'm just so impressed with especially singing in languages that you don't necessarily speak. and then making it sound as good as you do. I mean, that blows my mind.
Well, I think it's a more normal concept when you're a singer, because even choral singing, a lot of it's in other languages, so it sort of becomes normal up to a point. I don't think I ever sang anything in French in chorus.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Definitely, Italian's the most Italian and Latin. You sing a lot in Italian and Latin.
Well, since we've been talking about it, why don't we go to your song in Spanish?
Okay.
Why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. Before we go to that, I did want to thank Mr. Smith, who gifted a membership, and also Kevin Gooding. Kevin Godding Art, who also super chatted. So
Nice.
Thank you. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I got my memberships and my ability to receive super chats just last week, and I am so excited about it. And I do plan to do some members streams of some kind in the future.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to do something with it.
Hi, Charlie Gabaldon.
And Charlie, hello. Great to see you. And Vibrant.
Okay,
good to see
thank you. I'm
Vibrant.
glad you said that.
All right. So I'm going to probably even mess it up just saying the title, but Bésame Mucho. And the only reason I know this song is it was in Desperado. The Robert Rodriguez movie. Okay. So I was, accustomed to the Antonio Banderas version. And then you singing it just like, it made it like, I don't know, because with him singing it, it was more of just like a kind of a tough kind of song, and then you just brought this element to it that I wasn't used to. And of course, I know that it's a famous song that who knows how long it's been around, but that was my reference point is the movie Desperado.
Okay.
So here we go with Lady Campion singing in Spanish with Bésame Mucho.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero sentirte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos y estar junto a ti. Piensa que tal vez mañana te encuentres muy lejos de mí. Bésame, Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, y tengo miedo perderte después.
So good.
Thank you.
Angelic was the word I was looking for. That you brought to that.
you.
So beautiful.
I wish I knew where I got that background music. You know, I could sing it again, but
Right.
I don't know where I got it, and I can't find it again.
Right. Yeah, no,
'Cause
it's a
that
great
was- 'cause
great
that's,
backing track.
You know, at least 10 years old, more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
we're to 2024 now. It's definitely more. We're like, what, 12 years old, 13?
Right. Yeah, the horns, as Brandon said, really just, you know, elevated the as far as the background music. So Charlie was asking about Linda Ronstadt.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done any covers of her?
Well, not that album. I used to sing What's New a lot. I could sing that. I don't know how good my backing track is.
Gotcha.
But I could sing that. I think that's the only one of hers I have in my that I can think of at the moment anyway.
Right.
Because the others are duets. Like I sang a duet, or I posted a duet a few weeks ago that was Linda Ronstadt.
Gotcha.
That week I accidentally posted 3 songs and didn't mean to.
Well, if you're up to do that one now, I mean, you can totally
Sure,
do
I
it.
could do
But-
that.
And I wanted to
I don't
thank
know if anybody
Sip
knows that.
for gifting 5 memberships.
Aw,
Thank you.
that's nice.
And good to see Angels Lie to Keep Control. Great to see you. Everybody, thank you for joining us today.
Okay. There it is. I'm ready if you want me
All
to
right,
go
you
ahead
take
and
it
do
away.
that. Okay. What's new? How is the world treating you? You haven't changed a bit. Handsome as ever, I must admit. What's new? How did that romance come through? We haven't met since then. Gee, but it's nice to see you again. What's new? Probably I Of course, you couldn't know. I haven't changed. I still love you so. But you, pardon my asking, what's new? Of course, you couldn't know. I haven't changed. I still love you so.
Oh, that was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And what's funny is that when you said the title, I didn't remember the song. When you started singing it, I instantly remember because my dad was a big Linda Ronstadt fan, and I can even remember the album cover, her in the purple dress, because up till that album, she was more rock,
Yeah.
and then she went into this very like old school.
She had this great, collection of jazz standards.
Yeah.
I can remember listening to those before I went to sleep. I had insomnia even as a child, so I listened to a lot of music
Right.
before I went to sleep.
But yeah, no, actually that album was like a big change of direction in her career, and the labels like didn't want to put it out, and I think it was her determination to do it that really got it out there. Yeah, because she was mostly like rock up until that point. So, but yeah, fantastic, and it just like it just shows the magic of music. It's one of those things where it just kind of triggers these memories, and the same happened I saw with some of the people in chat. Like I think it was Kurt said, no, it was Justine. Reminds me of my mom and dad. So yeah. Ozark said, just in awe, so beautiful. Yeah, definitely. So
very nice.
So amazing. And Hugo Howell says the Grammy goes to Lady Campion.
Thank you.
And good to see you. I bring it every day.
Hi, Kelly.
Yeah. And you had mentioned family and growing up singing and singing with your sister, which to me and my family, we never did any sort of singing at all. I mean, maybe like Christmas carols in the car, when it's Christmas time, but other than that, no like sitting around singing or anything. So I find that so fascinating, and again, it kind of plays into. I remember I talked about this in chat one time. I could just imagine a musical with you just going around your day and your business singing, like to go and check the mail, and then like Michael Songs is out in his yard mowing, and he's got the guitar while he's maybe on the riding lawnmower. And of course Valerie would have to be in there too. Just see that, especially you would have to be the center of it all, because you're the one that really just brings that whole like movie magic. I wonder if there's any like videos and stuff of you as a family, as kids and stuff, like all together singing and stuff. I know there's stuff with your sister, but uh, anything like that?
The only thing I have that's the four of us singing is an audio recording of a Christmas carol
Yeah.
that a neighbor made for us. Well, no, no, he stuck a. Actually, hang on. See if that's it. I just sent you a link.
Oh, you sent me a link.
Just
Oh.
just if it's a winter scene, then it's the right
Oh,
one.
yeah, it is.
And we were Christmas caroling. It's the only year we actually learned an arrangement because usually we would just wing it. And this guy stuck his recording device in front of us, and all of us were terrified. But I'm really thankful he did it because it's the only recording I have of the four of us singing.
Oh, that is awesome. We hadn't planned this, and this is Christmas, but
It's
what
all
if
I
we go
have.
to this? What if we go to this? Because that's so cool. Um, I remember when I was a kid, there were different recordings of like I don't have them anymore. I think they were on 8-track. Me and my brother when we were kids, and it's so many people that have all this documentation of their like videotapes of this, that, and the other, and it's just like there's not a whole lot of that in me as a kid.
Yeah.
And I was just imagining though, with you having such a family
I mean, there are
singing.
things with this pair of people and that pair of people
Right.
but this is the only one with the four of us.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go to this again. It's March. It's not Christmas, but
That's all I have.
I am very, very intrigued by this. We are going to go to something. Do you know how long ago this was?
Let's see. I think I was in college.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
All right.
2000 and
So this, so this is
early
you.
2000s. I
This
don't
is
know.
you, your sister,
My mom and my dad.
mom and dad.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So here it is, Coventry Carol, and this is unlisted, so we will not be sharing that link. So it's exclusive. Here we go.
Thou little tiny child, bye bye Lully Lulay. Oh sisters too, how may we do for to preserve this day, this poor youngling for whom we do sing, bye bye Lully Lulay. Herod the king in his raging charged he hath this day his man of might in his own sight, all young children do slay. That woe is me, poor child, for thee, and ever mourn and say, for thy parting neither say nor sing, bye bye Lully Lulay. Lulay Lulay, thou little tiny child, bye bye Lully Lulay.
Oh, that is so great. Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, that fantastic. So good. And that was just you four were
We
caroling
were
and
Christmas
then
caroling, and we
Yeah.
went to a neighbor's house that we didn't usually visit, but I don't know, somebody was sick, and he turned out to be an audiophile and had a recording device right there.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's amazing. So cool.
scared us
Love
all half to
that.
death.
Yeah, because it sounds so good too. Like I wasn't expecting I mean that's like ready to be
Well,
released.
that's the one that has 4-part harmony. I do have a few other Christmas carols that are just 3-part because
Right.
usually, I think usually my sister and I just sang soprano and left the harmony up to everybody else.
Right. And your sister, because I remember when watching Jade's show, you said that anytime you and your sister would sing together, you always gave your sister the
Whatever
like
part went first.
yeah.
Yep. She was 3.5 years younger and she did not catch on. Yeah. 'Cause I would not sing without her.
And I totally understand that because not wanting to go first, have somebody else go first, and then you join in. I totally totally understand that. And you did send a video of you and her singing a song from Phantom of the Opera, and yep, sure enough, she sings first.
Yeah, she does. Even there. I didn't, yeah,
Yeah.
even there.
So, Angel of Music, and how long ago was that one? Do you recall?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was over 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and she has an amazing voice as well. So yeah.
I like her voice on this song a lot. She
Yeah.
does, she's kind of afraid to sing high a lot of the time. So I like her. But she's a second soprano, so she should
So
sing higher.
we're gonna go to that right now. And again, this is another one that hasn't been released. So no link for it. Exclusive. Angel of Music from Phantom of the Opera. And here we go.
Where in the world have you been hiding? Really, you were perfect. I only wish I knew your secret. Who is this new tutor? Father once spoke of an angel. I used to dream he'd appear. Now as I sing I can sense him, and I know he's here. Here in this room he calls me softly, somewhere inside, hiding. Somehow I know he's always with me. He, the unseen genius. Christine, you must have been dreaming. Stories like this can't come true. Christine, you're talking in riddles, and it's not like you. Angel of music, guide and guardian, run to me your glory. Angel of music, hide no longer, secret and strange. Angel, he's with me even now. Hands are cold, all around me. Your face, Christine, it's white. It frightens me. Don't be frightened.
Love that. That is so
Well,
great.
it was special because she told me when I started singing, recording myself singing, posting stuff online. She said, "You are never going to get me to do this. I am never going to sing in front of anybody She said that both about the computer and about real life singing in front of people, and she did both.
Right.
But yeah, it was special because she had promised me, never ever are you going to get me to do this. So
Is she a lot like you, I guess, like personality wise?
um parts, I don't know, yes and no. We're going to
Yeah,
make the similar gestures if we're talking to you, and if you say
right,
something, we're liable to, both of us might go at the same time, that
right,
kind of thing. Or
right. Yeah,
she's always been a little more outgoing.
right.
Naturally, I have to work at it harder,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
yeah. Well, absolute joy to see you and her singing together with that. Love that. Love that clip. So
Yeah,
good. And to hear that it's, has this special meaning behind it too, just makes it even better.
right.
So,
Yeah,
um,
it is.
I was going to tell you because there's definitely another video I want to play, and then the end video. And if you wanted to sing and don't mind us going over a little bit, we could have you sing and then, you know, go to those two.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
If you got anything in mind that you might want to
Um,
sing?
I don't know. I've kind of been inspired to do this and that up until this point, and I don't have a jumping off or
No, no worries.
nothing
No
is.
worries. Um, why don't we go to then the clip that has you playing piano
Okay.
and singing. Again, this was one that I saw. It was like, oh yes, I definitely I've got to play this one. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it though before we get into it?
Well, this is a piece I used to play on the piano years and years ago because I took lessons from when I was 6 or 7 for about 6 years, and then my parents gave me a choice as to whether to keep going, and I did not keep going.
Mm,
But piano was frustrating for me because everybody was trying to get me to read music, and I could not. I can't sight read. I could, read well enough to learn how it went. Then I knew how it went, and that's not what you're supposed to do.
right,
And but when I played this, it was one of those times when I couldn't sing. My breathing was so bad that it had been months and I could not sing. So
right,
I figured, well, as long as I can't sing, maybe I should refresh my memory on how to play this on the piano.
right.
And then by the time I can play it, maybe I'll be able to sing. So my singing's still, you can hear that the breathing is not at its best, but it finally was able to do something.
Well, this is absolutely wonderful. Um, it's good nods. I'm not even sure how you say that exactly. Ava Maria with the Bach Prelude, Lady Campion playing piano. What a joy this is. So let's go to that right now. So great. Love
you.
that.
Thank
And
you.
Mini Vibes, good to see you. Mini Vibes wants to braid your hair, by the way.
Well, if we, oh, see, that makes, oh well, makes me want to play my new philosophy.
Go right ahead.
Uh,
I love that.
I know, yeah. Uh,
We are coming to the end of the show, but I'm trying to get Lady Campion to sing us one more, and then we'll go to one last video, which is so adorable. And my philosophy would be great.
well, I don't think I can sing that. The timing was difficult.
Gotcha.
I will mess it
Gotcha.
up if I try to do it live.
I gotcha.
I
No
just,
problem.
I can tell.
And Maria, we are sorry that you always cry from that song, and now you are bawling.
Well, I need to sing something louder because it's early.
Gotcha.
What do I need to sing that's louder?
But can you sing Wonderwall? He questions. He
Can I
says,
sing what?
"Don't Wonderwall."
I don't know.
You're supposed to say, "Maybe."
I don't
think
know
that's the
what
proper
that
answer.
means. This is why Valerie and I did that show. I have no idea what this means.
I know what I wanted to bring up. You've got this PDF of songs that this is when you were I guess doing live gigs, songs that you sang, like every song documented. It's 14 pages, and everything from like Ray Charles to Alanis Morissette to Frank Sinatra, Josh Groban,
Yeah.
Peggy Lee. It's just amazing though that
Well, you see why I have a hard time when you ask me for influences?
Yes. So really cool seeing this, and songs from Aladdin, which I won't ask you to sing, but that's
Well, that was
amazing.
a duet anyway. So haha, I can't sing that.
I just so y'all know, I have been trying to get her to sing some Moana because I absolutely love Moana, and send her a video. Here's the song.
I don't know. Do I know how that goes? I know I've heard it. I do know I've heard it.
Yeah.
But there's probably like a bridge or something.
So
if you want to play another video, I'll listen to it and see if I can sing it.
Oh, you could just sing sing anything. Sing something that you want to sing right now. Anything that, hey, doesn't matter the reason. So. And Lady Campion does absolutely rock QCOL. You are correct.
Well, thank you.
And listen, Day, I am so happy you are
I
here.
know, me too. I guess I don't know, maybe I'll do another show tune. Because a lot of those I can't do later at night. So hopefully everybody's all right with that, because that's what I'm going to do.
Awesome.
It's short though. Bed, I couldn't go to bed. My head's too light to try to set it down. Sleep, I couldn't sleep tonight. Not for all the jewels in the crown. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 thousand things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced all
Bravo, bravo.
Thanks.
So good. And Pindar said one of her favorites as far as musicals go. So very, very cool.
It's a fun musical.
Ridiculously good. I agree.
Thank you.
So we are coming to an end here. I do thank everybody for coming by today. Thank you so very much for being a part of this Lady Campion, coming on,
My
sharing your
pleasure.
music and talking a bit about it. As far as any upcoming plans for you as far as live streaming, I know that's something that you've thought about doing.
I've thought about it. I don't know. It's a, if I do something this time of day, I think maybe I could do that, but I
Right.
don't know. It's
Well,
work in progress.
we definitely all would love to see that if you did decide to do any sort of streaming of shows, for sure.
There's a lot. It is something nice about just singing live and not having to worry about mixing it, because
Right.
I worry a lot about mixing after the fact, and I usually sing something once.
Yeah,
And the fun part is the singing, and
yeah.
there's not a lot of that.
And I want to tell you that I am really, really thankful for the stuff that you've done for shows that, like the Michael Jackson show,
Yeah.
which was so great. The Britney Spears show was so great. I do suggest things, but I never want to be a pushy person, but I probably still will continue to suggest things to you.
Okay.
So.
I will do that Moana song for you one of these days, I promise.
Yeah, the Moana song would be fantastic. That's such a good movie. It really is. As far as Disney movies, to me, that's one of my favorites. And I'm not a huge Disney movie person, but something about Moana really so good. And we have one last video that I wanted to go out with, and it's How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? Now, this is a song that my mom was a huge fan of, and I can remember my mom singing this song. I don't think until I was listening to your cover that I paid much attention to the words, because, I always assumed it was just a woman that fell in love with a dog, but it's about her
It's
essentially
about
protecting
worrying about burglary and things like that.
yeah, protecting her man. while he is away.
Right.
So,
Right.
which it just
I
makes it so much better.
tried to sing this in the talent show when I was in 5th grade.
Mhm.
Well, I tried to sing in the talent show when I was in 4th grade with my best friend, and I got up on stage and lost my voice. So then the following year, we got 2 more people to sing with us because she didn't
Right.
want to be up there by herself singing, and we all sang this. And that's
Right.
like as much as I did singing in front of people at that age.
Right. Well, fantastic. And then, of course, having the dog in the video, and the dog distracting you and your you know pleasant faces. It's so adorable. I absolutely love this. And again, the connection to my mom just makes it that so much
Yeah.
better. It's so great. Love
Thank you.
this. So I just had to close with this. That's one of the things that's so great about you is that, like I said, you're like you like radiate joy. There's just something about your smile and just the expressions that you make. It's just so it just it's like, again, sunshine. Just a
Aw.
ray of sunshine into the world, just like this absolutely fabulous joy.
Thank you.
And then when you sing, it's through the roof. So you you are absolutely wonderful. You really are, and
Thank
you
you.
provide so much joy, and also I think help people in so many ways with the music that you do. So keep on doing as you can, what you can, because we absolutely love it.
Thank you.
So here we go with How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? And after the song, I do have little coming attractions for what I've got coming up, what is coming up on the Friday and the Sunday shows as well. But everybody, thank you for watching, and thank you all that gifted memberships or super chatted. Thank you just for being here. Liza Day, Hugh Caldwell, Kirk Casper, Chris Lane Sr., Not Crazy, Mr. Smith, Independent Mini United, SIP, Pookie Ann, Outlander, Ozark Drifter, Angels Lie to Keep Control, and so many of you, Ryan Hall, and most of the people that are here watch the whole show too. So Conspiracy Music, Blue Unicorn, Michael Songs, Maria. Again, thank you all. Have a great rest of your Saturday, great rest of your weekend. Coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern, Pindar and Miss High will be streaming. But positivity and love to you. And hey, Joe, awesome. Great to see you here. Zach Thong as well. So all of you have a good one. And here we are with How Much Is That Doggy in the Window?
Day. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone. If he has a dog, he won't be lonesome, and the doggy would have a good home. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I read in the paper there were robbers with flashlights that shine in the dark. My love needs a doggy to protect him and scare them away with one bark. I don't want a bunny or a kitty. I don't want a parrot that talks. I don't want a bowl of little fishes. You can't take a goldfish for a walk. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. Yeah, we made it all the way through, kind of. Good girl, Sheba. Good girl. That'll